Thank you. Hello, everyone. So today I'm here to talk about career prospects in life sciences. Since Veronica has already talked beautifully about it, I would rather like to share my personal journey or my personal experience, what helped me build a successful career in life sciences. So first, what I do, I'm a research associate in Harvard Medical School in the Department of Biological Chemistry and Molecular Pharmacology. Our lab studies this small hair-like cellular organelle called cilia, which is found in almost all cell types. So using cryo-electron microscope, we visualize the protein and protein complex structures present on cilia. And we use this information to better understand ciliopathies, which are a group of disease caused by ciliary functional defects. So that is what I do. And how I got here. So this first photo was taken when I joined HMS in 2015 October. And until then, my journey was rather conventional academic journey, and in some way it was unconventional also. So I started my education in a public school in rural Kerala, India. And after finishing my my schooling, like most Indian students, I wanted to pursue medical sciences, but then I could not clear the entrance exam, which was very competitive during that time. So I ended up taking up a undergraduate program in biological sciences. So this time I was more clear. So I kind of choose the subject I really loved, my favorite subject, which was botany then. In the second year in my college, I was introduced to genetics and molecular biology. And immediately I knew what I want to do with my future. And once I made that decision, it was easy. So after completing a post graduation in biotechnology, I managed to secure a research fellowship for doing PhD. So the important question, the important thing for me that time was to choose a place where they work on my area of interest. So I came to University of Pune in search of a lab which works on my interest, my subject of interest. And I joined a lab in Department of Biotechnology, which works on protein synthesis regulation. For me, it made all the differences. I was doing something which I really loved doing, and my personal drive was my interest in that specific area. However, the PhD was not really went very smoothly as I planned. So I had, towards the end of my PhD, I had to take a 3 years break due to personal issues. So again, like the thing which motivated me to come back and complete my PhD was again my passion and interest in what I was in the subject which I was working then. So I completed my PhD, but again another gap happened. But this time it's not because of personal issues, but it's more because of I was struggling to find a position, a postdoctoral position. So because the career break had already taken a toll on my CV. So I was like rejected in every place I applied. I continued applying for almost 2 years. And finally, I found this job. I found this lab in Ben Gurion University, Israel. So this lab was a close fit to my work experience and my interest. So I believe that's the sole reason I was able to get into this lab, and I joined there as a postdoctoral fellow. And after completing 2 years of productive postdoctoral training, it was fairly easy for me to find another postdoctoral position in Harvard University. So here I am. That was my journey. And I would like to say something about career prospects in life sciences, since Veronica has given us a detailed information. I'm not going into details, but just to highlight on few points. So after completing your PhD, you have plenty of options before you. You can either join business school, then there is consulting jobs, which are very popular these days. And like me, you can join you can opt for a postdoctoral position, and finally industry. Again, in industry, you can either get into business development, or you can get into research and development. After postdoctoral training, the path is more conventional. You want to become a tenure track professor. Unfortunately, only 15% of the postdoctoral fellows are becoming tenure track professor. So another option that you have after completing your postdoctoral training is to join industry, where you will definitely get a more senior position. Or other option is like me, you can join an academic as a staff scientist. So the good thing about staff scientists, while you are doing your research, you don't have the stressful responsibility of finding money for your research. So that's, I found very nice about this. And the difficult question is like how we choose our career. So it's very difficult to proactively make career decisions, but some things which help me is setting your career goals and assess your personality, and of course your previous experiences matters, and your current skill sets as well. And for me, core values are important, and of course your financial needs and interest. So one good news is that like though COVID has hit hard on our economy. One industry which thrived post-COVID is biotechnology and pharmaceutical industry. So the data shows that life science employment reached a record high in 2021, and demand across major markets has grown by 34% since mid-2020. So these are good signs, and if you want to make industry as your career option, this is the right time to join. Finally, before finishing, I would like to say something about the work and life in US. So US is, most people believes it's as US is a land of dreams, but I personally don't believe in land of dreams. What enticed me more about United States is its multicultural, and the inclusive nature. So it's literally a melting pot of different cultures. And another thing which fascinated me personally is that it's a place where you can enjoy 4 seasons at its full glory. And coming to the food, again, it reflects the multicultural fact, and you can find all kind of different food here, like apart from the typical American food. Asian cuisines, Mediterranean and Mexican cuisines are very popular here. And what we do when we are not working. So this is a place where you can do many activities, like it's a paradise for all those adventurous hearts and nature lovers. So there are different activities throughout the year. You can go for surfing and paragliding and hiking in summer, and skiing and skating in nature again in winter, in kayaking again in summer. So as a family, we really love kayaking and hiking, and we have like numerous trails and places where we can really have fun. And finally, one downside is the immigration. So as a first generation immigrant, you will spend your initial years stressing out about different your visa status, work authorization, and permanent residency. US is not a country which is very immigration friendly. So it's like, it's very difficult to get a permanent residence here. So that's one thing which I think like a downside of being in United States, coming from a different country. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for listening.